What's the deal? What's the deal? The early morning birds. Even where I'm at, you gotta be an early bird to be up this early. Gotta be up. Gotta get this content. Just like I said last night, running them songs and stuff in the background. You just get a copyright. You don't get a copyright strike. You just can't get no money from it. Top of the morning. You just don't get no money for it, you know? That's why I don't really play the music. You know what I mean? I don't see what Charleston White and the game related podcast be doing, but they be getting their money. He be getting his money somehow for doing what he doing. But yeah, hell yeah. I crashed out. Yep, I crashed out. What's the deal? What's the deal? Yeah, I crashed out like a little after the live yesterday. So, you know, yes sir. Crashed out after that live. Did a couple of little songs and stuff like that. I wasn't really tripping, you know. It was over 1.5K, so you know, it wasn't pushing 2K, so you know, that part right there. But I see we got the same goofies. Wait, took me 11 years, bro. Almost 11. Around December, it'll be 11 years. So right now it's just 10 and some change. But shit, on some real shit, man. Tell me why I went to somebody's house yesterday and they had a whole dread that they cut out my head. Like, see, when my hair was growing, to be able to do these wicks, they had to move and cut some of my dreads to make them, you know, the new parts and to make them thicker, right? So, unbeknownst to me, you know, I had somebody locking me in, and I didn't know that they cut hair and was putting stuff back. I wasn't watching, you know what I mean? I'm watching TV, they doing my whip. Nigga, tell me why they said, oh, this is your hair. I forgot to put in, and this ain't weave. This is your hair that we was supposed to put in on the dead homies. This my shit. The dead homies is my shit, nigga. I was like, you know how many people would have shot you for taking this much hair? Look, this is a straight dread. This is how my dreads was originally. This is how my dreads was originally before I did the lockup. That's why I told y'all my shit original. My shit not fake. You can see my dreads how they linked in together. You feel me? They was dreads before they, you know, I did the wig shit. You feel me? I did the wig shit for probably about like 9 years, right? So whichever one of these, and I do feel some, I always said to myself, some of them was thicker than the other ones. You know what I mean? But on the dead homies, man, come on, man. Come on, how you forget? And I pull up to your house and you tell me you forgot about this being in your hair. Oh, bleaching it. Oh, the colors changed because I went through the little Dirk stage, little Young Thug stage, to where I was doing bleaching blonde and shit. My hair was blonde a lot of times. It's about 4 or 5 times I bleached my hair blonde, just like Young Thug. When I met Brick Baby in the county jail, I had red dreads on the dead homies because I just had bleached it and I was tired of wearing the blonde. I probably was wearing blonde for probably like a year. Then I hit it with the red. And that red on the blonde, my shit was bright, bright. That's when I ended up beating up, I met Brick Baby and I beat up NBA Baba. Young boy, his shooter, the one that went to jail in LA for shooting on the main street. I think it was it wasn't no freeway. That freeway is Mo 3. So, yeah, NBA Baba jumped out the car and started shooting old boy when he was in the car with NBA Young Boy. Well, he went to LA County Jail. And that's when I had the red dreads. And I whooped his ass. And then after I whooped his ass, I think about like 2 days later, somebody had dropped like a note or something where I was fighting too much. And then the police moved me to Medium North out of nowhere, just for no reason. And then that's when I met Brick Baby. Brick is the trick. That's when I met Brick Baby. His name was not Brick Baby. His name was Shitty Cuz. So that's why, like I said, when I seen all this stuff about Brick Baby this, Brick Baby that, when I see that on YouTube, I didn't know who he was. I was like, that nigga looked familiar. The nigga name wasn't Brick Baby. Yeah, well, that's who he is on the internet. So then, when content came about me, I had my real name. So Brick Baby knew exactly who I was. That's why he did a video on me. He did a video. I think the first day it was like 12,000. After that, I stopped looking. Cause once I heard him lying, like he gave me my props about how I helped him start his hair. But then he went into that Bosco lying ass propaganda, no proof, just saying shit ass shit. That's why I was like, man, fuck this motherfucker. Like, man, fuck Brick Baby. I hope you don't drop the soap, nigga. But if you do, nigga, peanut butter, they gonna have that for your ass. Remember? Buka, buka, buka. Yeah, they gonna do that to you. Buka, buka that, nigga. Weird ass nigga, gay ass nigga. But, you know, just for the world to know, Brick Baby in real life, he's a sucker. That nigga tell you where he from, but he ain't gonna tell you about no fade. He gonna try to ask you questions like he did about me. Hey, you know Bosco? Hey, hey, have y'all learned on the internet that people just say stuff and run with it? Even in the hood, they'll just say some stuff and run with it with no truth. No paperwork. All he say, she say, they say. You know how many people got smutted out just because somebody else that was more likable in the hood said something and they just took it as to be true? It's a lot of niggas with no proof. But you know one thing? That jail and the way they politic, it got to be proof to whatever you talking. Because other than that, you just talking. I've seen a lot of real niggas try to bring charges on real niggas in the pen, and it didn't work. Why? Because you have no proof. It's hearsay, brother. And when we hear something, you got to hear the other side, because why? We just hearing. So, you know, all that stuff on the internet now, the paperwork stuff, man, that came from jail niggas. Niggas don't talk like that on the street. Oh, let's check a nigga paperwork. No, that's jail stuff. Don't nobody on the streets be like, yeah, let's check this nigga paper. Where does paperwork come from? Police, courts, jail stuff. That ain't no free man shit. Now, if you in a car with a nigga and you get pulled over by the police and that nigga get to talking, yeah, then you know, you got 3 niggas in the car like, hell yeah, this nigga was telling. But it's kind of hard to say a nigga was telling when it's just you and him to tell the story. Then it's going to go to who everybody liked the best. Who got the most kudo points in the hood. You know what I mean? Who got more relatives that's from the hood. You know what I mean? And they know that. They know that. That's why it don't make no sense. So why continue to do something that don't make sense? And then, this is the other part about it. All these motherfuckers that's talking about they love you from the game, let's see how much love you get when you get some time. I bet you won't get no money love. I bet you ain't gonna get no green dots. I bet you ain't gonna get no cash apps. Bet that. And you know what? I bet you don't even get an answered phone call. And I bet you don't even get money on the books. You gonna have to pay for the phone call you called in with on Global Telling. You know, like Brick Baby and motherfucking Loose Coochie Drips, Loose Cannon. Yeah, them niggas paying for that call to go talk to their family. And then, instead of talking to your family, you want to tell more bogus stories about the feds. And knowing the feds is not like the LA County Jail. Nigga, the county jail, you can run fades, run niggas, run them over, pack them out, Pacquiao, Pokemon, whatever you want to do. It's a little more civilized when you get in the feds. You say, how you know that? Because I was just talking to a nigga yesterday that's in it. He said, packing niggas out. Man, that shit ain't like LA County Jail, nigga. It's motherfucking rich G's up in there, nigga, that started hood. Nigga ain't no packing niggas out up in there. He told me just like this, being in the feds is way more structured than being in the county. So if them niggas calling home saying all this shit happened, I'm not an internet nigga, them niggas lying. I said, right on. Damn near wanted to say, yes sir, just like everybody else do in court. Yes sir. I knew he wasn't lying. Lying for what? Like you said, I ain't no internet nigga. I'm gonna tell you what's going on. Like what would I get out of lying to you about what's going on in there? I was like, right. He was like, yup. Ain't no, them niggas ain't packing they niggas out like LA County Jail. He was like, so whatever they doing, Brick Baby and Loose Cannon. That's why you see Big U on hush mode. The smartest nigga on that case is Big U. You know how easy and how viral Big U would go just to make his own podcast and get to talking like his little homies? That's what make them little homies. You see what I'm saying? Big U ain't said one word while he in the feds. You think the young homies would take heed. Big U has not contested nothing, and he has not went back and forth on the internet with nobody. Big U ain't told one bogus story since he been in the feds. And you would think they lead by example. No. You see, when you OG, you know how to shut the fuck up. When you YG and your mama raised you and you didn't get enough whoopings, you get to talking. You're an emotional thug. Brick Baby and Loose Cannon is some emotional thugs. Facts. Little homies. Because if it serves me correct, Brick Baby's younger than me. Brick Baby ain't 40. Brick Baby ain't 40 years old. So, nigga, please. I'm 40. And I know how to shut the fuck up. Especially when you in them chains. You mean to tell me y'all got arrested off of doing YouTube podcasts and just blabbing your little life away on the internet? Let's not forget, Adam 22, he don't blur. He pushes the agenda, the content. So when your ass go to jail, he ain't got nothing to do with it. You wanted to come to his platform. He didn't go to your platform. So he can do what the fuck he want. And if you already know how you get down, why you keep going? Do you see that platform is mixed? It's like Showtime at the Apollo. Niggas up there, getting up there on stage, just doing shit like, look what I can do. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. Just saying anything. And then anything that's big that has to do with their hood, they're going to say some bogus shit. They're going to say the most bogus shit just for the views. But mind you, just like King Peel and ATM Richie, they're going to say bogus shit, so now they can start podcasting and try to keep the motion going. But nigga, you's a goofy. Y'all going back and forth with niggas that got put on at 30-something years old. Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? And then, it's just a whole lot of dumb niggas having a dumb conversation. You know, just like I said, Loose Cannon, he used to beg for me to roast Snoopy sassy ass. And I used to tell him, blood, you know I got a job, right? You ain't got no, and whacking it on the dead homies. Oh yeah, on Kush something, it was Whack and Loose Cannon. And I had told him on the live, I said, hey man, didn't I tell you niggas, stop calling me on the weekends, bro. I got a whole business. Whack said out his own mouth, blood, you ain't got no job, blood. You ain't got no job, man. 600 was on there too. I said, y'all want to see? I said, hold up, blood. Let me get up out my BMW real quick and show you that I got the homies working my motherfucking jerk stand. On the dead homies, I did it. So I turned the camera, just like how I'm talking to you. I turned the camera, showed them my shoes, my pants, my car, the BMW, everything. And like, oh yeah, that shit nice. That shit nice there too. Yeah, that shit nice. Whack, Loose Cannon, and 600. Oh, your shit nice there too. Oh yeah, that's how you getting it. Yeah, that's how you getting it. Yeah, nigga, I don't need no motherfucking YouTube to be getting it, you bitch. Dead homies, nigga. I'm not no Loose Cannon, nigga. I don't be lying and kicking, nigga. I don't need no YouTube, nigga. That's why you niggas trying to find me so I can roast motherfucking Brick Baby. I mean, roast Snoopy sassy ass. Snoopy sassy ass is the worst. But you know how that shit go. So whack 100, 600, and whack 100, 600, and loose cannon was like, come on, you ain't at work, you ain't at work. So I show him the BMW. I hop out the whip. They talking about how nice my two-tone is because I had the black matte hood, and then the whole car was white. You know, BMWs are always white, but I had the black matte hood for the hood. So I get out the car, show them shit. Then I showed them my jerk stand. Oh, blood do got a business. Oh man, them ribs look good right there. Oh yeah, he got the, oh, and then the fat ass motherfucking 600 said on the dead homies. I remember just what he said. Oh, he even got the salmon rice bowls. You got ramen bowls too? I said, man, nigga, I got everything. You know that fat ass nigga was on that motherfucking menu. All right, dog. I guess we catch up with you later. I was like, yeah, nigga, and this the homies that's working. Nigga, I told you niggas I'm at work. Nigga, I ain't no YouTube ass nigga. I am now. And that's when they stopped calling a nigga dead homies. They called me like 3-4 weekends in a row. Especially when they knew I talked to Aaron the plumber. Oh, they was on my nuts. Wack was calling. He don't call. Let me stop lying. He would have Loose Cannon and 600 call me. See, he want to act like the boss. You ever seen them cartoons where the shortest itty bitty nigga be the boss of the two big dummies? Like Bebop and Rocksteady? That's what I used to call Loose Cannon, and that's what I used to call 600 to Wack. I used to be like Bebop and Rocksteady ass niggas. And I hope y'all old enough to know who Bebop and Rocksteady is. But yeah, Wack 100, 600, and Loose Cannon used to always call me. And I know for sure because this nigga would send me posts of what they was gonna do as far as a live, and it had Snoopy Badass and it had the premiere, and then when I go check whoever it was, it'd be like 4 people waiting. So I knew they was doing a podcast to roast Snoopy Badass. But I don't know that nigga like that, but they just wanted me to roast him just to, you know, show he ain't a real blood. Look, I can just point at the nigga face, send a snapshot. Okay, snapshot. Look, he got a red chuck, he got a blue chuck. He ain't a gang member. If he ain't from Hoover and he got a red chuck and a blue chuck and you ain't from Hoover, you ain't no blood and you ain't no Crip. The only people in LA that do stuff like that is the Hoovers. Just like we caught one nigga from Hoover. The homie tried to say he was from Legends or some kind of Crip, 6-0 or something like that. But from the distance, the homie only seen the blue string hanging out his back pocket. And I think it was on the left side. But then when he tell us, the nigga, when we ran down on the nigga, there's a big old black nigga in a Pendleton, a blue Pendleton, real dark skin. And he had the 501s, and he walking through the Inglewood swap meet. So they telling me, so I pull up. I had an 84 Cadillac sedan DeVille. It was all brown, peanut butter interior. I had triple gold D's and I had the switches. Oh, hit that shit low. Bam, hop out the whip. The homies know I had that. We used to pull up the house party. Anybody from Queen Street said I ain't had that car at 16, 17. Nigga, goddamn lie, nigga. And you was riding with me, you bitch. So anyway, I hop out the whip. Bam. So we go press blood. I look, and I'm like, what? And the homies is like low-key walking behind them. So we finna crash him. As we get closer, find out it's the homie Rah Rah. Like when we start getting closer, I said, that's Rah Rah Pops, nigga. He said, what? He was like, I said, yeah, Rah Rah. You know Rah Rah, his sister from IF, and the nigga from 30 Piru that stay on Hillcrest and Gravilla, right down the street from Inglewood High. They like, yeah, Rah Rah with the blonde hair. Yeah, blood had naturally reddish blonde hair. Like, yeah, blood from 30 Piru. They was like, yeah. I said, that's blood dad. They was like, nah, blood. Then he was like, hey, what's up, Neptune? Ooh, this, and that. Found out he from Hoover. He was from Hoover. But when he walked away, he had a red and a blue string hanging out his back pocket on the dead homies. We thought he was weird until we found out he was from Hoover. And then when we found out he was from Hoover, we like, right. That's some criminal shit. The red string and the blue. And there was some skinny strings. The flat ones, regular ones. It was one red string and one blue string out his left pocket. And blood was belling through the Inglewood swap meet like bullets couldn't be caught on the dead homies. And you want me to put a year on it? Shit. I think the earliest that was, because this was when niggas still wore Pendletons. This is when niggas still wore khakis. This is when people wore 501s, creased up still. But I was a young nigga. That's how you know I'm right under them niggas that started the game. If you ever ran into your older homies that wear Pendletons, Dickies, white t-shirt, the cargo belts, in chucks and they pants that be ate up from the jeans because they sag so hard. They be flipped up. You know how niggas flip them like 1 or 2 times to show that different color of the jeans, and then they be dragging on the back to where it's like shredding up like confetti. On the dead homies, them is your big homies, and you came up under something. If your direct big homies is the ones that's sagging in the chucks, oh yeah, you shooting shit. Oh yes, oh yes. Them niggas with the chucks and them 501s and them cargo belts, and they wearing, you know how 501s be to where they ain't your size, and they want to wear them baggy, and then all this area be all like loose under the belt, like you be belted up, right? A nigga had a belt, right? But your pants will be hanging like this under the belt because it ain't your size. Niggas know about them. Come on, man. Niggas know about them 501s, bro. You put your cargo belt on, nigga, your belt up here, but then for some reason, this part would tuck outside of the belt and it be showing your drawers. Yeah, that's what nigga used to do. Dickies too. Hell yeah, Dickies used to do that shit. So that's how you know you like that. And that's all the niggas that was like that. That's why they was able to carry them big ass straps, because they had them big ass pants with them big ass pockets. You know what you can hold in jeans and Dickies and stuff like that back in the day? Nigga, I had a whole 357 in my motherfucking pocket before. And I'm talking about I just put a little hole at the bottom of the pocket because I had the long barrel. So the long barrel would go through the pocket hole that I made, so you couldn't see the strap handle. Bro, my shit was like this long. I was pulling out like I was John Wayne. I ain't gonna even lie. I let the big homie rest in peace Mouth use it. I seen this nigga hop out the whip and tell somebody, nigga, this my parking space. Gun trigger happy ass big homie. Rest in peace Mouth. He is the bulletproof vest wearer. But just like all, you know, everybody got a date, especially when your dumb ass still stay in the hood. So, shout out Mouth, rest in peace. When I gave your big, he was my big homie for sure. Blood like 3-4 years older than me. Man, maybe 5. I'm not sure, because Mouth was older than Donut. Mouth a little older than Donut. So, if Donut probably about like 44, 45, 46, then Mouth has got to be like pushing 47. So they was in their 20s in the early 2000s. You feel me? Because in the early 2000s, that's when the Mexicans was coming through LA, doing them drive-bys on everybody that got white T-shirts. Y'all remember White T-shirt Sunday? Y'all remember them days? Them white T-shirt Sundays when I think the Florencias, they got robbed by the Florencias got just robbed by the East Coasters. And so the Mexican Mafia gave the green light on them and told them anybody that's wearing white T-shirts on Sunday, no questions asked, drill them down. Then it got so sloppy to where they started saying, oh, now you gotta hop out and do it, because they were doing drive-bys and they was hitting other shit. So that's when the Mexican Mafia put another memo out, dig this, that they gotta hop out and do it. They can't do drive. They not allowed to do drive-bys no more because they was hitting other shit. And you know, with the Mexicans, if you hitting other shit and you ain't even hit your target, y'all gotta stop that and y'all gotta get more gangster. Yep, that's a fact. But like I said, Whackwood Hutted, Loose Cannon, 600. They even got fake beef right now. I will tell you this to be a fact. If and when Loose Cannon gets out, they will forgive all his sins for the content. Just like that T-Rail and Smack shit on Back on Fig, fake than a motherfucker. Like I said, when I do a reaction on somebody and I get low views, you ain't popping like that. Because nigga, I can get 4150K off a short if you like that. Because when I do them, I'm like that. But if your name ain't buzzing, go check my stats on my shorts, nigga. I got more than 40-something K. And mind you, I only been on here 7 months. I think I'm doing pretty shitty good. To a lot of you niggas, that's fakes. Like the rest of you LA podcasters with the fake comedy, the fake news, with a fake life, with fake hair. I can't even stand to look at you transmissions. And then to find out you did some girly boy shit, like telling, mess with the boy toys, deep throating bottles, putting them in your bunions, rubbing oil all over your body, talking buka buka, all that little borderline gay shit. If you already emotional thug, what would I expect from you? That's why I knew. Brick baby, oh, you talking about the smoker, the broke nigga that be in jail? You said somebody hung up the phone on him from A-Trey Gangster. Ain't he from 6-0? They hung up the phone on him? How many times? 3 times? Man, I would have boop-bopped that nigga the first time. It wouldn't have been second, no third, nigga. You hung up my phone? Oh, we should have got... And then, you should have gone out with that man a long time ago. He from A-Trey. You from 6-0. On 6-0. You remember you said it, just like Bosco. I'll say it 1,000 times. But then, you're not like that. And see, the only way I could pull Bosco by his nappy ass weave is because I know him. And I'm his big homie. And I'm younger than him. You bitch. Ain't no way in hell I'm joining no gang with some younger niggas that's younger than me and I'm gonna call them big homie? Oh, nigga, you absolutely out your mind. This nigga was calling me big homie. Nigga, I'm 16. This nigga like 19, nigga. 3 years older than me. And this nigga's calling me big homie. He want to be from the hood so bad. Bosco, get your life together, man. You should be a pastor. You should get baptized and do what Woody, YSL Woody doing. Just get to preaching. And you can still tell jokes. You'll probably even get more followers. And as long as you're Christian, I'll believe you too. That would be the first thing I would believe out of Bosco. Him being a pastor at church. Because he is not like that. Not even a little. This man is a YouTube fake sensation. That nigga ain't go. Nigga, look up his history, man. Go look to see how many times this nigga been to jail. And it's gonna say bogus shit because he ain't never went for no real shit. Just looking up. Then when you go look up Bosco, that's why he know Snoopy badass so bad. Snoopy sassy ass. Because they was on the same prison yard. But Snoopy sassy ass had met him coming off that EOP yard. See, Snoopy sassy ass was over there trying to play brazy. He was taking the meds. You know, just like King Pill. I wonder why he called himself King Pill. And it ain't King Pill, he King Little Pill. Do you hear what I said? He's King Little Pill. That means you got a big homie? And you started banging at 30-something years old? You needed a big homie? Oh, good Lord. Now that's a tongue twister. You got put on in your 30s and they call you Little Pill. You just put the king on it, but it's a big pill. You Lil Pill. Oy vey. Golly, there's some mathematics to this motherfucking game, ain't this shit? And you want us? You know the ones that grew up on the streets that people was popping at? See, I'm not like you. I'm not like you. I didn't say, I live over there. Let me be from that hood. No. We was picking each other up. Elementary, middle school, high school, walking to school together. And you was not there the first times they got cracking on us. They start getting cracking on us when we start going to middle school. Crozier Middle School. Right across from the Inglewood Police Station. You know, 101 North of the Bread? Yeah, where the police be at? Yeah, where the police station is. The City Hall. Across the street, Inglewood High. You know that's the school you're going to? And ain't no doubt about it. Yes. Bosco wasn't there. I don't know where Bosco was. He wasn't in Inglewood. And I'm talking about the whole city. I don't know where that nigga was. Palmdale, Lancaster, Tulare, Lake Tahoe, Susanville, Planet Pluto, some kind of alien country. Because I think he landed here just like low-key alone. You know what I mean? Like E.T. And I think his mama took compassion on him. You know what I mean? And try to make him a real boy as much as possible. You know what I mean? Because Bosco is an ugly motherfucker, man. I would never get off his line because when I seen him in the hood every day, I was on his line. Like, bro, even when I get the blunt back from him, I be like, looking out, bro. I be looking at the blunt like it got a disease on it or something. Like, God damn, this shit gonna have bumps and shit on it. You feel me? Or, you know what I mean? Some fingerprints indented on the blunt or something like that, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. And then his hair, excuse me, I'm gonna bust his bubble. Nigga, that's not your real hair. Your hair ain't never got that long, nigga, in our whole... Every time we see you in the hood, nigga, you ain't never had... Nigga, your shit with... You had braids? Hey, anybody, do your research. When Bosco first got he was on World Star for getting his ass whipped by the homies. You know, that's how Bosco met the world and y'all met Bosco. Getting his ass whipped by his own homies in his area in Inglewood. Mind you what I said, Bosco made his debut sensation by getting his ass whooped from the homies from the hood in Inglewood and got smashed. And that's when Bosco took off. You want to talk about telling? What was Bosco doing when he was doing them interviews when he had that Willie Lump Lump face? Tell me what he did. I tell you, he had them short ass braids. You know, like I was going to tell you before, them straight backs. Because if he do a criss or a cross, it's going to be a puff. Because this shit is short. And nigga shit was way back here. I'm talking about where my shit in on gang, nigga. That's where his shit in. Freshly braided. Freshly braided. What did Bosco take his black ass, monkey face looking ass to do? Tell. Content. Correct? That's why niggas wanted to smoke him. You know that? Like blood. We just put your ass whipping on here. Why is you putting names to everything? That's telling, Bosco. But mind you, at 12 years old, he done did it before, right? Y'all heard that about that, right? How Bosco told about a murder that he saw. Oh, y'all didn't know that about Bosco? At 12 years old, he told the American justice system in court that he saw him shoot and rest in peace him. Oh, y'all must have forgot. I don't care if his mom was involved or not. Nigga, you could have said no, just like I said no at 12 years old when I didn't want to do some shit. And you know what happened? I just got my ass whooped with a real belt. Switch, shoot, whatever it was. Once you said no, bing, just like the cartoons. No questions asked, but you knew it was coming. So, Bosco could have did the same. You mean to tell me this super Mr. Gang member was scared of his mama? But now he banged out and found a whole nother gangster life, huh? Excuse me, sir, your life not panning out. Do you know niggas that's like that is the ones that be getting in trouble like me, shooting out windows with, and I got the idea from Bart Simpson. I made a motherfucking, a hanger, what's that shit, slingshot, and I was shooting out windows. Oh, yes. That's when you know you like that. When you taking BB guns and you find cats and you do that bad stuff to them, and all you hear is, yeah, I was doing that, out of pocket. Yeah, it's a pattern to if you like that. This is kid days, 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade shit, I'm telling you. 2nd grade for sure. Nigga, got on a go-kart. Me and my boy Michael, we was in Pomona. My dad had a house in Pomona for a little bit. We smashed to the gas station. Nigga, we only took like $2, $3 because I took the quarters out of my dad's change machine, nigga. Filled up the motherfucking the motorbikes and filled up the backpack super soaker, nigga. Went straight to a house, started spraying it down like Ghostbusters. Da, 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 da. And I sprayed that bitch down. Like, I ain't afraid of no ghosts. And that bitch was set on fire. I know I was like 10 years tops old. And you know what that nigga told me? He said, the lady next door seen everything. She's the one that called the police. Lucky we got here in time. Hey, ma'am, if he's doing this at 10 years old, just imagine what he's going to be doing when he gets older. I believe he's going to end up in prison. On the dead homies, he said that shit. Bosco, have they told you that, nigga? Never. Never. They told me about myself. I didn't have to tell them how bad I was. They was telling my mama, yes, we see this little nigga on a bike, him and Michael. They be driving, y'all be riding around all day. Yeah, you better watch him. He had slingshots on him and shit like that. Like, nigga, I was like a young nigga with a strap. A slingshot that I made out of rubber bands and a metal hanger that my dad used to get his suits for church dry cleaned on. Hell yeah. Every time my dad had an empty plastic with the hanger, I would strip that off and make a stronger motherfucking whatever that shit slingshot. On my mama, and I was tearing niggas up. I even got some of the homies. On everything. Back. Nigga with a beam. I hit a nigga with a beam. I'm talking about a pinto beam. Serve them. All you hear is smack. They be like, ugh. Damn, them little motherfuckers hurt. Yep. That's why I know exactly what they said. Damn, them little motherfuckers hurt. Hell yeah, tore their ass up. And then they didn't even ask for a fade. I knew I was like burnt the fuck out. So, like I said, I can get on this nigga any day. But you know how unfit they was? My parents was so unfit. My dad was a supervisor at motherfucking Boeing Airplane Company. Yup. And you know what? My dad made so much money, we never lived in an apartment. Never. And I always had dogs. Forever. And I'm one of 5. All that. And I'm not the oldest. You bitch. I was the one going to jail. That's a fact. Me. Ain't nobody else went. My little brother went way as an adult. But now there's no kids. Me, juvenile hall couple times. Prison couple times. Ain't nobody got no stats like me. Nigga, I was bad. I know I was. I know I was. Because if my son was doing that today, we'll have a problem. Because now it's totally different. We used to hang out outside. We didn't hang out with the phones and laptops and be fake shooting. Nah, we was for real outside. Nigga taunting dogs and stealing niggas' puppies out their backyard type shit. These niggas don't even be outside to even do nothing like that. My son don't be outside like that. And if he do, he training for football to go play for football. But then he kicking with his boys, but he go back in just like the rest of these kids. Now all day, no, my son do not kick it in the house all day. He do got a little of me in him. And he look like me the most. So, you know, I already knew. The way he was buff, like how I was, just born. You know how babies be cut up, they be having the arms and the chest already. Maybe a little 6-pack. On the dead homies, that's how I was born, nigga. I was one of them babies that looked like baby Bruce Lee, nigga. And then the cold part about it was I was acting like it. I was doing dangerous shit that I should have got super ass whoopings for. I remember getting 3 ass whoopings in one day. That's bad. Some of y'all ain't had an ass whooping in years. As a kid, I got 3 in one day. Talk about unfit. Nigga, them belts was unfit. Nigga, if I try to pull my pants up after I got my ass whooped, nigga, my ass was unfit for them Bugle Boy Wrangler jeans, nigga. Shit, fucking nigga talking about them Bugle Boys, nigga, what? And then I used to be so bad that my mama used to have to iron patches in the inside because I would always rip the knee part out. Playing too much. Wrestling too much. Fighting too much. Playing with the dogs too much. Jumping fences too much. I was always doing something. I remember me and the homies, we just started going to Petco just stealing edibles. Man, I had a snake. My mom made me get rid of it. I left it on the side of a building, like in the tank and shit. Come back, snake gone. Lizards, monitors. Then we got to the point it was so easy we was stealing mice and rats for the lizards and and the monitors and the snakes. Nigga, man, if Petco and the Ladera Center knew what we was doing, if they knew what we was doing, the 99 cent store, Citadella, La Tierra, boy, if they knew the things I did in that 99 cent store, and I'm talking about, woo, my face would be plastered with plastic over it. The merchandise I took, I'm in the bazillions, and I mean bazillions. Me, a couple other homies, I ain't gonna say their names, but if I think about it, nigga, we talking about starting from like 10 years old, and I'm 40. This is 30 years worth of work. Yeah, you can't go to jail for no petty theft. So I'm telling. So, just like 607 up, I'm snitching. DeAndre was there, nigga. Yup. DeAndre from Neighborhood Power. I seen that nigga the other day too when I swerved through LA. My man is riding a bus with an electric bike on Bloods. I beat him driving by. I was like, nah, I ain't. Because if I holler at him, you gonna want to ride, gang. And I was on a mission somewhere. You know, I was back from Splash House, that little beach party rave I went to for like 3 days. But I seen him. Shout out DeAndre. Romero, the one they sent back to Mexico from Neighborhood Power. Yup, the Mexican. Yup, Romero. Got him, you know. His sister, what's her? I used to call her Penelope, because she looked like Popeye's girlfriend. She always kept her shit in a ponytail, and it was always neat and nice. I forgot her name. But Romero, me, DeAndre, Romero, the other DeAndre with the big gonzo nose, black as a motherfucker. Sonny, which is Ruchi's auntie, name is Sonny. The other one name is Boner. That's the one that got life with Big Taco. Well, DeAndre was her very first boyfriend. But he was her boyfriend before he turned the hood, because she wanted to fuck with me. But I said, hell no. Nigga, I ain't fucking with the homie sisters. Like, I wouldn't like that because I had 3 sisters. So, no. Nope. I'm not finna be hanging out with no nigga that's fucking with my sister. Nigga, do your shit that way. I don't want to hear about nothing y'all do, because it's going to come up. So, nothing. Keep it to Morningside area. Do not bring that shit to Inglewood High area. We got zones. Take that to Morningside, where we used to call it the East Side Bloods. Go over there and keep that with the East Side Bloods. Nigga, because in the mafias, you used to go over there, even the big homies be like, damn, and Inglewood a pretty ass place. But when you go to the mafias, they shit project out, dirty, dicky ass Bloods. I'm like, yeah, Bloods. Some of the homies be coming to school. Nigga, they had a motherfucking gray dickies with black marks on it. Like, nigga, the chain marks on the bike and shit. Be like, Blood, like, nigga, did you not know that these dickies got caught up in your extra oiled out ass chain that you rode to school? Ah, Blood, it's bull. And it looked like a dog just bit that shit with oil all on the mouth. It got holes in it and everything. Nigga, I would immediately turn my black ass around, went home and got some more. If I'm late, I'm late, nigga. Nigga with some bright ass, gray ass dickies, nigga, and big old chain, bicycle, oil mark in your shit. And you just belling around the school like it's both. And it's like, yeah, he from Mafias. Blood from the east side of Inglewood. And on the dead homies that was over there, we used to call it east side. Anybody that's my age, they know what they'll be laughing to themselves right now. Oh, Blood, nigga, them niggas used to be. I'm talking about they Pendletons be all like, man, you got that from your grandfather. That ain't no new shit, nigga. It's fly though, like the colors and shit, but you know, it just be like grandpa's church shirt type wearing ass. Yeah, niggas wearing like church shirts. And I was going to church, so I already knew how you was bumming. I'd be like, man, this nigga got a church shirt on, nigga. That ain't no Pendleton, nigga. Like, what the fuck is you wearing, bruh? Roasting. But when you young, that's why I said Bosco couldn't be around long. I was younger than him. I'm roasting how ugly he is on a daily, and didn't have no mercy on him. That's how I know. He see that I'm out, or I'm the worst. I'm the worst nigga Bosco would have like if Bosco had a choice of all the homies that was doing shit like this and went to jail, and I went to jail with him and did that time, but I never said shit, so I came home early. Not even early, I just had a gang of time, but it's earlier to them because them niggas got L's. So told you niggas stop talking. Just like I told Lil Duke, get up out the hood. They showed my face. 5 months later, Bosco, you helped promote his out of here. Gone. Bye bye. But back to what I'm saying. Bosco, if he had a choice, he would have never picked me to get out. Never, ever, ever. And it's a couple of, he got about like 5 choices. Yup, he got about 5 choices. 5 to 6 choices of who he could pull. And then they would be my age and his big homie still. I ain't the only one. I ain't the only one. That's what make it bad. And we was, like I said, I was bad. These niggas was with me. John Poe, that nigga doing the L. Earl Cobb, that nigga doing the L. Come on, man. Lazaro, L. Fucking, what's the other nigga name? Julius, L. This shit crazy. All these L's. But you gotta take in consideration, if you grew up with these niggas, what's the likelihood of them involving themselves in some situation? Because the police, they'll just pull you in there to talk. And even if they know you tired, they're gonna keep calling you in. They gonna let you get like they watching you. They'll let you get like maybe 30, 45 minutes to an hour worth of sleep. And they gonna buzz you, hey, detective wanna talk to you. Then you go in there with your head down. You wait like another 20, 30 minutes. Oh my mama, this is how they do you, just like a court line. That's why they make you wait for court so long, because they want you to take a deal. That's the whole point of making you get up early and drag it on. So by the time you get to court, you just be so maxed out and tired. You be like, man, I'm tired of coming to court for 2 years. Y'all ain't got a deal for me yet. You start talking about deals, but when you first was in there, you was like, hell no, I ain't taking shit, man. They ain't got me on this. And you knew that. You knew that when you first got in. But as the months start going on, you start listening to baby mama. You start listening to homies, what's going on. You worry about them streets. So now, you talking about, let's make a deal. The worst game plan you could ever have. Play let's make a deal. Oh my lord. Once they hear them words leave your lips, oh, if you got a public defender, he can't hold water. Put water in his hand and tell him to hold his water while you go in the courtroom and do your business with the DA. I bet you when he come back ain't gonna be no water, because that nigga told everything you said. I know niggas that really took their public defenders serious. You know why? Because they told them, I'm your lawyer, this and that, what stays between us, blah, 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 blah. That's a goddamn lie. Now, what they not going to do is tell you that they told the DA, because theirs is in confidence. Yeah. So, with that being said, with your talking, they know how to fuck over you. If you say, I didn't do it, even to that public pretender, I bet you go home faster. This is a fact. You get in there thinking these people is your friends. Man, I done had public pretenders try to come back and say, hey, we're going to have to come back another day. And no one could find your case, your paperwork. We're going to have to reschedule you a week. Hell no, I ain't coming back in a week. I bet you I don't get on that bus. Then next thing you know, press a line on them, you'll be coming back tomorrow. Okay, yeah, they say you're going to be here tomorrow. Yeah, I know. Because that judge feel the same way. Where is his paperwork? Who took it home? Type shit. That's what it be. DA, whoever, took it home. And they reading every single word of that line. Them words on the line is what fucks people the most. And when people get to talking, like when detectives come in the neighborhood and they get to asking random people questions, Them random people make random statements. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. I seen that guy get into it with 2 people before and don't even know they just threw salt on the wound by saying you got into it with 2 people in the neighborhood before. Now they got an idea who you is. Oh, arguer, want to fight, blah, blah, blah. That's how you get booked. So if you got somebody like Brick Baby that get released with an AK-47 assault rifle with bullets in California, a felon, automatic 2, that's a double up, it's a strike. You get doubled up. I don't care if they give you 5 years, niggas 10. They give you 10, niggas a dub. If it's a dub, niggas 40. Period. Ain't no, you are a felon, ain't no striking a strike, not a felony when you're doing a felony. It's no possible human way. That's like saying somebody got a butt face. Like somebody was born as a butt, as a face, but then you'll be a Bosco. So maybe I'm wrong. But you see what I'm saying though? Because I could have been wrong, I'm right. Because if I'm right, I could be wrong. But if I'm wrong, I could still be right, right? Yep. So, with that being said, this man does perkianas. And everybody know what perks do. Perks have you talking in your feelings. You know what I mean? Feeling different. You see, as soon as Brick Baby and Lush was getting into it, and Lightweight, Adam 22, you know what was going on? They was putting their business out there. Oh man, you guys are off them perks. Why are you telling the world they on perks? With 4 million plus subscribers. And half of them police. In the police stations. And the police eyewitness grid program motherfuckers. I bet you part of the grid program is watch no jumper. I bet you. I bet you a lot of these niggas that are part of the grid program stay tuned in to no jumper. Oh yes. They're gonna bring up everything. And you know who can accidentally tell in those conversations? The non-affiliates. Let's start. Adam 88, Poetic Flacco, and what's that other dude name? What's that other dark skinned nigga name? Always like to do Chicago stuff. Not House Phone. The replacement of House Phone. Whatever that nigga name is. Man, Brick Baby stay off something, bro. Brick Baby ain't never sober. And then he got the phone. The police, come on, man. You mean to tell me after all the movies we seen with the bugs they plant on people, in too deep and all that, you remember when they put the bugs on people and then they just talk and have conversation? So you don't think they tap that chip into his phone to hear anything? You don't got to get patted down. It's in your phone. It's in your receiver. Every time you call, nigga, any call, any transaction, anywhere you said you was going, they was going. They know the kids. They know these niggas set up. And then it's Brick Baby. You know what I mean? And then Brick Baby using the clout off of no jumper to, make it seem like he popping. But lo and behold, why was Adam 22 going out his way to bail this nigga out of jail? He had contacts and he was vaccines, like Young Thug, pillow talking. It was just without a phone. They was back there telling stories. I know for sure that Brick Baby told him about that peanut butter stuff. But Brick Baby probably like, it's just nobody but Neptune is the one that, came out here and really said it. But everybody know it's true. But since nobody ain't gonna say it, they seen it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how credible or how not credible you gotta be to prove that it's true. But once I said it, shit, I sure got a lot of subscribers. And I only did that. I only started pushing the YouTube channel because everybody told me, man, nigga, you boom these niggas dead channels. Like, and then you boom the whole podcast. It was like, nigga, there is no more kicking cack being booed. Nigga, you have to be a podcaster. You shut down a whole podcast of LA gang members, the Bloods and the Crips. Ain't no bigger kick though than that. So it means that literally I kick open your motherfucking podcast front trap door. Boom. By myself No backup, no nothing, just all facts. And these names that I speak of is the ones that's still in their hood today. And they are not going to get online and say they don't know me. And I ain't like that. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. Now, as of today, hell no, I ain't like that. Hell no. I'm just a regular nigga. You know? I don't hang out on the corners. I don't be pressing people walking up and down the street. I don't be hitting up on walls. I don't be drunk in public in front of somebody's steps all the time to where they come home after work and be like, oh, excuse me. And remember those days? Yeah, that was teenage days. Then when I got close to like 18, 19, nigga, if I see them getting out the car, nigga, I'm already getting up, bouncing to the fence. I might even open that motherfucker depending on how I'm, like, what I got on me and shit like that. Especially for some kids and their mama. I wasn't sitting. Then I had to tell niggas like Bosco, niggas like Donut, you know, the security guard for this what I had to tell Donut. And he older than me by 3 years. He like Bosco age, like 45 right now. Nigga, I used to tell my big homie, Donut drunk ass, hey Donut, come on, blood, let these people up, man. They got groceries and stuff. Oh, my bad. Hey, what's up, blood? Why? And then I look at him like, why is you waking up talking to some little girls and little boys with groceries in their hands talking about what's up, blood? Come on, man. I used to look at him like, and your mama and daddy go to church. How you like this? Burnt out ass nigga. And that's Donut, the security guard for Ray J today. The security guard's part-time for WAC 100. And you know WAC and Ray J fuck with the Gatorade or the Gatoration or whatever that motherfucking Ray J got going on with the LGBT HIJK Elemental P Club. Yeah, Donut is they security too. So Donut, you mean to tell me you doing security for Fun Boys too? Shut your ass up. Shut your ass up. And you hard, huh? Mind you, Donut brother is the one that Bosco put on blast like, hey, this Lil Duke, hey, Neptune, we here with Lil Duke in the hood, Roscoe Chicken and Waffle. Told where the nigga live and everything. And I went to the hood after that. Drove to the hood in my BMW. Hopped out. Oh, hey, what's up, Lil Duke? Hey, what's up, Lil? Give me a hug, handshake. Whoa. I tell him like, hey, man, I seen you on that shit. Yeah, man, woo woo. I said, nah, nigga, that nigga showed your face and where you be at. Bro, you gonna have to move around. Exact words. Oh, man, I'm an old nigga. Niggas ain't worried about no old nigga like me. 5 months later, poof, out of here. Thank you, Bosco. Good looking out. That is out of here. That nigga's underground and up above. Waiting in line to get recycled because he didn't do it right this time. You seen that movie Soul? You know what I'm talking about. That nigga, and then what make it even worse, your mama and daddy was going to church. Your aunties, both of them niggas, is Mary, the Christian singers, the little twins. Yes, that's his blood aunties first. Aunties. This nigga's crazy. So you got a banging out ass, famous Christian aunties. Christian aunties. You mean to tell me at 45 years old, you still choose to walk around the same blocks as where you used to park bikes when you were kids? Stupid, nigga. That's a dumb, bum-ass life. Well, you 8 blocks this way, 8 blocks this way, and that's as big as you've seen of the world, huh? Stupid, nigga, 2000. When the last time you got on the plane? Oh, when my peoples went for a funeral. Dumbass response. Dumbass response. But that's a lot of people's life. Dumb responses. 40-something years old, getting on podcasts, banging on niggas. Then, what are these kids doing? You older than they dads in prison that got an L for doing what they did for your hood. So they should be looking at you like, damn, you got my dad up out of here. Acting like you, that's why he did what he did. Because niggas like you, bad situations. Like I said, Donut was supposed to be picking me up, telling me to get out the way, telling me to, have some decency and respect. These people pay rent here, nigga. That was my number one thing. These people pay rent here, nigga. We just be around here. Do you know you keep sitting on these aisles and stuff while these people are trying to get in their apartment complex? These are the people that call the police on you. So if you don't do it in front of their face, just imagine what they could think you're doing because you already hit about a mailbox 20 times. I never understood that. One nigga hit up, then another nigga hit up, and another nigga hit up, all by the mailbox. You know who goes to the mailbox? The people that live there. Stupid nigga, 2000. Then some niggas used to want to hit up in front of the building and in the back of the building where we directly be at. We got a big hood. You did not have to hit the walls up right directly here. You know what you just did? I can't even look at you. You let both ops know where we at. You say who? Yes, the direct ops that's like us, and the police is gonna start looking through the doorways because they see the hit ups. You just put an alert. As soon as do you not know the police know when a new hit up is up there? They drive through there every day just like we do. Stupid motherfucker. Stupid. But you had some homies that was trying to get their strike'ems up, and it's all kinds of excuses because it's a lot of us. But yeah, man, I don't remember nobody right off to where I could tell a story somebody got DP for doing that shit. But I know they used to talk bad to us though. You hit up over there, they talk bad to you. But like I said, Ray J might be where he from, but he wasn't there long. This nigga was a young boy on Moesha doing all type of shit. That nigga, how you gonna do Moesha and be banging? But you know what he does? He taking every blood. Ray J's taking in every blood right now that he feels official to be around him. So that's how he get his certs. That's how he get his certs. That's the best way I could put it. That's exactly how Ray J gets his certs. Because he's around niggas that been in real trenches, real places, real prisons, and he's employing them. So yeah, it's a method to his madness. But the way he be trying to say blood too, I didn't see somebody send some stuff to me to where I seen Ray J turned up like blood, doing just like Bosco. And I'm thinking like, damn, this dude shows say blood a lot, but he ain't who you ever pop at. Yeah, that's weird, bro. I don't even know who you talking about. Yeah, I know I grew up with them dudes. That's how I know. I know government names. I know where niggas lived at, not where they lived at, where their mama stayed in the hood. They know. That's why it was a fact. That's why I would have never been able to boom the way I have and got so many subscribers that I have right now. Whack 100, 600, and Loose Cannon would have been thrown me to the wolves. But just like I said, I don't know how Loose Cannon got in, but just by his acting skills. He's a good Kevin Hart. You feel me? That's the best way I could put it, without being too, out of pocket. Loose Cannon, I've never seen no days in LA. Not even on an accident, not on a left and right, not even his twin brother. So you gotta say, if you got a twin brother that looks almost like you, I could have said I almost seen him somewhere. Never in life. That's why I knew like he's an industry plant. If you want to talk about industry plants, that's one of them. That's one of them. So, it is what it is. But Ray J got all who he want employed. And he takes certain gangsters from certain hood and employs them to make his circle. Yup, but you know, Ray J, like I said, I put in one of my posts. He had an Instagram live, and I swear to God, when I got on there, he probably had like, cause it just popped up. I was on Instagram. I usually don't get those alerts unless I'm on Instagram, and I'm glad my phone don't do that to me. But anyway, so I'm on there. I'm just doing a little looking through, and I see Ray J. Ray J's going live, so I hit it. Bam, Ray J going live. He probably had about like 20 something people. I swear to God, man. I left. I did something like clean up dog shit, you know, do whatever I did. And I came back maybe like 30 minutes later. I said, only 92 people in the chat. Like, damn, Ray J, you down bad. Nobody mess with you. See? Now that's how you know when everybody troll on this and it's better. Yeah. You niggas. Y'all wake up too early to be on weird shit like that, man. I guess this is now y'all time to shine. Yep, this is y'all time to shine. And you know what? I got a lot of views already. I think I would say enough that I'm cool with. You know what I mean? I didn't super bang it out to where it was like 400 people there at a time, but shoot, I've been on here a little over an hour. Oh, I'm about to spark Iana. I'm about to go, finna go put some money on my card. I gotta put some money on my card. And probably get something to eat in a minute. But I might just crash out, you know? Still a little bit tired. And I got some little shit to do, so, you know? I'm chilling. Everything's good. What's up with y'all besides the little ha-ha hee-hee jokes? Cause yeah, haha hee jokes. But like I said, y'all just running my chat up. So by the time I end this live, whatever y'all talking about, it's cool. Now if y'all want to talk about some real, I can tell y'all the real. Just ask me anything about anything. The YouTube podcast, casters on the West Coast, music, whatever. Adam 22, the most worst thing that ever happened. Y&W Melly. You know what I mean? How Bortland is certified gonna say something on him. He's gonna book him some kind of way. Like, it's not like they gonna give him this deal and then he's not gonna have to get up there and say nothing. Are you crazy? You know Gunna had to get up there and say something. He didn't have to get directly on the stand, but he had to stand up and say, yes, I do agree. Yeah, that's the same thing. That's the same thing when the detectives ask you questions at the for sure. When the detective asks you them questions, and then you go in there and start just signing here, or they put the whole story that you told them together and type it up, and you didn't really even read, and you signed it, yeah, they know niggas like you too. And then even if you try to clean it up and say, oh, no, I didn't say that part, and your signature crucified you, and they knew you didn't read. That's how a lot of people got sold, not reading. That's the number one thing you can do in front of a lot of black people today, even kids. Put a video, put a cartoon on them, and they can learn faster that way than reading a book. It's like comprehension skills is about visual now. People don't like to read no more. Just getting dumber and dumber. How are we supposed to be getting further along in the years, but it seemed like people just getting dumber and dumber. Like, kids ain't quick to learn no real words or dictionary words. They want to say cuss words. Just like black people, they want to learn the cuss words to Spanish before they learn Spanish. Just backwards as two left shoes. What conversation do you think you finna have by just knowing curse words? That's like, yeah, I want to speak Russian, but tell me the first cuss words first. What? Like, even they gonna look at you like you from a different country. Like, you say you want to learn Russian, right? Yeah, but teach me the curse words first. That's some Beavis and Butthead shit. You burnt the fuck out. But that's what we do. And then when you say it, you really think you know Spanish. The only real Spanish you know is taco and burrito. Knock it off. And be the first ones trying to talk Spanish to the people giving you your burrito. And me and my brother used to shake our head like, I hate when black people act like they know Spanish. Like, bro, come on, Man, this shit is bad, boy. You niggas is out of pocket. You embarrass me, and I'm the next one in line. It's like, I'm with you, but I'm not with you. So even coming up, you just be like, we still be at the window like, that shit was crazy. They be like, I know, huh? That's what they say all the time. The girls, they be like, shh, that black nigga crazy, huh? You think you know Spanish, huh? You be like, I know, huh? You be like, yeah, for sure, for sure. Let me get dos quesos, burritos. Yes, yes, es todo, güey. Es todo. Rojo, sauce. Gracias, güey. 10, no pedo. Yeah, and they be like, ah, yeah, we weren't just talking shit. Bitch, we know Spanish too. I ain't learned cuss words first. Burnt out niggas. But I be praying for a lot of y'all, man. But like I said, man, y'all stay up, man. Stay out the way. Can't say stay dangerous. Trump got the troops in the street. See? That's why I said, that's one comment you could have left for yourself. You just told on yourself how burnt out you is. You should never be a YouTube podcaster. I'm one of them people that keep it real with you. I've never met you. The only thing I met from you is the words you put in this chat. And to me, my friend, you don't got it. Yeah, it sound like it. Some people just can't roll their tongues, they R's and shit like that. That's why I make it, like when you ever heard like a white person really try to speak Spanish, even if they know Spanish, they always they gotta pronounce words certain ways. Like they gotta say the whole thing. Like I was just talking with somebody yesterday, they was like, out here, they said with people in Atlanta, they don't finish the word. And that's like, you know what I mean? So it be like word. It don't be words. You know what I mean? They be like, that's the word. Like, you know what I mean? So if you ain't really on that type of timing, you ain't gonna understand what they talking about. Because sometimes they be talking, like when the people they got them big old smoke grills, and they be telling you what they said, I'll be right back in a minute, ooh, some shit like that, but it's some whole Atlanta talk. I'll be like, yeah, I don't know what this nigga said, but that chicken looked fire though. He said something about being back, I think, because he dropped the tools and walked off or something. Yep, that's the whole thing. Yeah, but like I'm saying though, everybody ain't YouTubers, man. And some people, like I said, man, I'll get on here and do shorts. Some days it is what it is. Other days it ain't. But I always, like, all of my videos, I still got the same type of persona. Like, I really don't go out and be trying to change my personality. I say it how I say it. I bring it how I bring it. Sometimes it might be 40K views. Sometimes it might be like 1 or 2K. You never know. Sometimes less. And then I know if I don't stay doing the shorts, then it'll knock me out the algorithm to where I don't get a lot of views. Like, I would say, when I'm gonna pick up, when it'd be like 100 people in here just watching me the whole time, or 200 people just watching the whole time, that's on like a Tuesday or Wednesday. But that means today, I gotta be up on my ish. Like I gotta drop shorts. I gotta be in everybody podcast and everybody, you know what I mean? When I really go like do some like homework, that's what I call it, homework. All I do is, I don't know if y'all can do it on y'all phone, but I don't tap in to watch the actual YouTube. I slide across with my finger. Get to this certain part, like Aunt Hefe and all them niggas, I do not be listening to that music. That shit is not me. And what you rapper slash gangster slash podcaster. I don't see how you gonna be active and then got the nerve to be on the camera every day, where niggas know what you look like, where you be at, and this and that. So please, just don't pop it to me. So and you niggas don't stay in the city. You niggas is driving outwards, like catching a 405, getting out there to the valley where it's a little bit safer. You know where Whack Hood is, where T-Rail and AD and all them niggas moved to. ODM Slim moved down the street from them niggas. All them niggas live around each other, bro. All them niggas put each other on. Everybody has helped the bad. but who has helped the first lending hand? Adam 22. That's their grandfather. Every big booming podcaster that's on the West Coast has had a helping hand by Adam 88. Even if they dissed them when they left, their platform started from Adam 88. And then you got a lot of them that protect them with their livelihood. You remember Crip Mac? How Famous Richard said he was gonna do something to him, and then Crip Mac tried to act like he was gonna catch the fade for Adam 22. And then at the same time, this same Adam 22 wasn't going to Crip Mac court days until the whole YouTube got on snippets, shorts, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. Every platform had to tell this nigga how he did Crip Mac bad. That's foul. And then that's when you pull up with camera. I never even thought it was legal to even go into any courthouse with your phone on, let alone record. You know, I don't even think a courthouse is a public place that you can do that. Yeah. I don't think you can do that. So, with that being said, everybody that's doing content inside the courthouse, that's really like federal. Yeah. Crip Mac got a lot of niggas. Crip Mac for sure got ODM Slim name out there. And ODM Slim was like right up on him like this. Every time Crip Mac did a segment, he was right up on Crip Mac. Yeah. That was funny cuz 5 Mile neighborhood. Yeah. He was one of those hype men to Busta Rhymes. Yeah, he was a hype man like Busta Rhymes. For sure. And then Crip Mac even told the world, yeah, ODM Slim, they was doing me bad out my numbers. Like pretty much getting paid for him to be there, and they'll throw him some money, but it ain't the money that they got paid to be there. 602. 600 ain't in the clear. He told on 602. So what y'all gonna call Crip Mac a snitch? That's snitching. He got on the internet on a big platform and told the world that 600 was stealing his money. This is old Crip Mac. Y'all forgot about that? So that ain't snitching? Gotta think about it. Let's think about it, please. If you get on Fed Jumper, the one that got a loose cannon and Brick Baby arrested, if you get on that same platform and say ODM Slim and 600, when you was dealing with them at different times as your producer, whatever the fuck, your managers, you telling the world they robbing you for money. Is that telling? I don't know. Let's think about it. Let's talk about it. You're on a major platform that will never take that segment down. It will forever get views. Because even when I talk about it now, it's going to be something, like even in the chat right now, it's a YouTuber in here just watching everything, listening to everything, trying to see how I do it. I know. Shout out Houston, Texas. I used to live out there. I used to stay on 1300 Willcrest Drive. Yes, sirski. 1300 Willcrest Drive. And it is smooth out there. I will tell you. It is smooth out there. It's hot, but it ain't like Atlanta hot. Real talk. Georgia hot is a whole different hot. That shit is humid hot. That shit'll make you, man, I lost like 30 pounds in about being out here. I lost 30 pounds in a matter of, it had to be like 2 weeks, a little less than 2 weeks. I lost 30 pounds. Oh yeah, it's gonna be freezing out here. Snow, that's when you're gonna see the deers. But they told me about the deers. I don't know what else would be roaming around the backyard, but I got a gate around. I got a gate around this. But yeah, I don't really know. But they said they're gonna be out. All them little animals gonna be popping out in a real way. In a real way, man. But yeah, I'm finna end this live, man. Go ahead. Probably lay out for a couple of minutes and then get to doing what I need to do and get out in the streets. So, thank y'all for tuning in. Another Say Less Moments TV. Make sure you like, comment, and always subscribe. Hit that notification bell. I'll be back on later on today when I'm out and about. Say Less Moments, Neptune Lagoon. I'm out of here.